What's going on, everybody? It's Friday. Football time, baby. Tonight, big matchup. Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, above the tunnel tonight. This is the battle for the tunnel. Dominance, that's what both teams are looking for. It should be a good game. Check out the new shirt. Wife hooked that up for me. Little X-rated music. And before anybody freaks out, I don't mean like dirty 2 Live Crew music. Gen X, that means it's X-rated. We've got the best music, none before, none after. There's okay, but we've got the best music. So anyway, tomorrow Tennessee, gonna do a little UAB action. You know what that'll be. Been a pretty good week. We're trying to move on and get out of our funk we were in with the events that happened last week. But I think we're going to get past it. Keep on sharing any of these whack jobs that are out there talking craziness. You keep on sharing that, man. These people don't need to be anywhere around you or your family or your friends thinking that way. It's not okay for somebody to get murdered. I don't care. It's not okay. Keep sharing it. Keep putting it out there. You're going to run across people that want to debate you and stuff like that over all this. Debate them. Talk to them. Be nice. Whatever. Yeah, I got a little crazy on my other video, but it's still pretty fresh on my mind. But you guys keep on fighting the good fight. Pretty funny little news there off of TikTok, Twitter, and all that other stuff. Facebook. I guess. Jimmy Kimmel got canned, and everybody's just going on about free speech. It just goes to show the ignorance of people, to be honest with you. Just complete stupidity. We have the right to say anything. I mean, I could absolutely go on the craziest tirade right now in the world and say just the most off-hinged things that you've ever heard. That doesn't mean there's not going to be consequences for it. Even this page here, I want you guys to like it and share it. I want you to subscribe to my channel. But if I get on here and I go crazy, like death and murder and rape and all this stuff, and it's and how good it is because it's the other side or that side, nobody's going to want to hear that. There's going to be a lot of people that don't want to hear what I have to say in general after they get to know me or maybe what my thought process is. But like I said, I'll never push that on you guys. If you agree with me, great. If you've got a different opinion, that's great too, man. It is what it is. But Kimmel got fired, and don't get it twisted, guys. It's not about the. It really is not about the. I think I've got the radio up over here. I'm sorry. Hold on just a minute. We had a little Cinderella playing, and I better turn it down because I don't want to get copyright infringement there going on. Got a 80s metal music list going here. Videos, nothing but videos, all 80s. Sin City playlist or something. I don't know. You can look it up on YouTube. It's awesome. But anyway, guys. Jimmy Kimmel didn't get fired because he did get fired because of what he said. But as I was getting ready to say, don't get it twisted on why. His ratings are terrible. They're in the tank. Stephen Colbert's ratings were in the tank. That's why they canceled his show. And what's funny about him getting canceled is they magically come up with this Emmy for him the other night. Your show gets canceled. Here's an Emmy for the best talk show. Okay. All right. Well, I think I'm going to make my own Emmy for this is the best Gen X talk show right here. Right here. Me and you, all of us. This is the best. Well, too high for me to reach my trophy up there. But anyway, how stupid is that? Well, he gets canned. His ratings are in the tank. They started getting too political. Jimmy Kimmel started getting too political. None of that's funny. Yeah, you can poke and make fun and do Trump's voice or do Bill Clinton playing a saxophone or any of those kinds of things like that. You know, even Carson used to do that. Jay Leno used to do that. It's kind of poke a little bit. But it was just constant barrage and the whole monologue. And it was awful, dude. He's not funny. He's obviously, he made a joke about people that didn't get vaccinated. You know, he said, sure, you can come in here and use one of our gurneys if you've been vaccinated, but if not, good luck, Wheezy. And basically he was saying it's okay for you to die because you weren't vaccinated. He just called out everybody that wasn't vaccinated stupid or, you know, less than human. So he sucked. He's terrible. So when ABC saw this post after the most tragic thing we've seen since Facebook, well, I say since Facebook, Twitter, and all that stuff got going, I mean, that was, you know, we've seen a lot. We see a lot of gruesome stuff and you know, people wrecking and things, but man, that was an execution on screen. And he makes some remark about it being a Trump supporter or a MAGA supporter, whoever. And dude, it was a lie. It was just a complete lie. Well, ABC said, 129,000 viewers on this last show. We're paying him $88,000 per episode. So that breaks down to about 60-something cents a person that they're paying to watch his garbage. 1 + 1 = you're gone. It's the oldest trick in the playbook, and I put it on my post the other night on my regular page. Excuse me. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to see what's going on. The guy got fired because the show's terrible, and this was an opportunity for them to move on. Now, whether they do another talk show, I don't know, but we'll find out. Oh, here comes Dixie, and here comes Ellie, and I'd say Betsy will be walking out here in a minute. But yeah, don't get that twisted. That's just ridiculous. And listen, I love Jimmy Fallon. You know, Jimmy Fallon's been one of my favorite people of all time. But he even got a little bit political here lately. And man, when he first came out, I absolutely loved him. I loved him, and I still like him. I think he's a good comedian. But even his stuff is just, the monologue is just nothing but politics, man. There's so much more funny stuff out there than that. Talk about, you know, our differences. Talk about, I don't care what you want to talk about. Make fun of each other like we used to. Make fun of celebrities. Make fun of somebody falling. Make fun of, I don't know. It's just beyond me why we're in this whole, why these guys feel like they got to go with politics, because everybody's tuning out. You know, everybody's tuning out. We've got this platform. Man, nobody wants to stay up until 11:30 and watch that garbage. I mean, if it was going to be funny, like all funny from the beginning to the end, you had a couple of good people on your show that might maybe you were interested in and can talk to and find out, and like Brad Pitt in the F1 movie and whatever. You know, talk to those guys. Do funny stuff, man. Don't talk politics. It's just the stupidest thing. It turns people off. And the ones it turns on, they're fanatic. We go to football games, we go to baseball games, we go to soccer games. We turn on comedy because we want to disassociate ourselves with what's going on in the world. We've got enough of it. So anyway, Jimmy Fallon, if you ever see this, which I don't know if you will, I hope you do. I think you're a fantastic comedian, but I think your politics, or maybe your writers, should I say, dare I say, maybe he writes some of his stuff, maybe he doesn't, maybe it's fed all to him. Tell your writers to lay off, dude, or you're going to end up gone too. I mean, just anyway, I just wanted to get on here and tell everybody hello. Like I said, we're past last week. We're moving forward. Everything's starting to go good with the results of the tragedy. Oh man, people are just on cloud 9. Just a reignition of our life, of our faith, of everything, man. And it's just good stuff. People are kind of banding together, and I think there was like 62,000 new chapters for Turning Point that were requested. That's just crazy. They made his wife the CEO, and so she's going to be directing everything, which why wouldn't they? Obviously, she was there when he started it, so, and she's got the vision. She lived with him. She knows. But, you know, just good stuff, man. Good week. The weather was good. Next week, I think they're talking about a possibility of rain, and I'm sitting here looking outside. I've got my sunglasses on. I picked the worst times of the day to do this because my garage doors are open and there's a glare coming in on me. And plus, too, I've got these raccoon eyes from where I mow and wear sunglasses all day long. It's just ridiculous. I look like an idiot. I look like an idiot anyway, but anyway, you know. Got my neighbor over here mowing. He mows 2, 3, 6 times a week, you know. He's probably about 85 years old. And just what he does. But anyway, like I said, you guys, we got the weather. What I was going to say is, a little bit of leaf change going on here. So I'm hoping the fall, my fall forecast, my Margie Isom fall forecast is going to hold true. But there's some rain next week. Ugh. You know, that can get dangerous when you're talking about the leaves because it's been dry. I love it. I love the dryness. It's just me. We had a little shower the other day. That was nice. Cooled it down a little bit. But, you know, you guys get out tonight. Check out a high school football game. Get on YouTube. Check out your local high school. Sevier County's playing. I'm pretty sure they're playing at home. I have not looked at any of the schedules. I just know Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge are playing, and that's the big thing. And we're going to go up there and just kind of check it out. You know, both my kids went there to Gatlinburg, and so that was always the rivalry. So we're going to go up and just say hi to everybody from Gatlinburg, say hi to everybody from Pigeon Forge, and, you know, just laugh and go on and listen to all the parents fuss and yell for the first couple of quarters, and then it'll die off, and who knows what will happen. I'm hoping it's a tight game. I hope it's a really tight game for my benefit, for the fans' benefits. I know GP wants to just destroy Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge wants to destroy Gatlinburg for the bragging rights. But I hope it's a tight game, you know, so hope nobody gets hurt. But it should be good. Like I said, Sevier County's playing. I'm sure, I guess Seymour's playing. I haven't looked. Northview. So like I said, if you're curious, get on YouTube and check out your local high school. But you guys just get out there this weekend, enjoy tomorrow. Like I said, Tennessee will be playing, and I'm sure there is a slate of games on. I got my mower fixed. Yes. And let me just say, before I get off here, I got my mower fixed, and Dickens Turf down in Maryville. I took it down there, and you know, that's been about 4 weeks ago. I told you guys we had a major issue. Well, they ordered parts and ordered parts and ordered parts, and they just finally figured out that it was the frame was messed up. You know, not my fault, not their fault, but it was we had did something to it years ago, and it messed the frame up. Well, anyway, after 4 weeks, I called them. They said, brother, we don't have a fab guy. If you've got one, this is what I suggest. So I went up here and talked to Smoky Mountain Metalworks over behind the fairgrounds. Fantastic people, by the way. Went over there, got the guy came outside, and he said, what's going on? I said, I need a metal plate right here. Well, he got to looking at it. He's like, well, that's going to be tough, but we can do it. And then he looked right over here, and he goes, why don't you just use this hole right here? I was like, oh, I don't know. He said, hand me the bolt. So there was a bolt probably about that far away from where the problem was. And I said, I don't know if that'll work or not. He said, well, really all you're doing is just putting it right there, and it's spring loaded. You know, some of you men might know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it was a shot. It was a long shot. He said, give that a shot before you drop it off of me, and that's because that's going to be expensive. I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. Well, Darren, being the pit crew man that I am, I jump on it, and I start working, and I get it. And Betsy walks outside. Is there anything I can do to help you? I said, pray this thing doesn't break. It wasn't 30 seconds later, I had my impact. Pow! I popped the screw. I popped the eye bolt. I didn't break the apparatus, but I popped the bolt. But anyway, the moral to this story is Dickens Turf took care of me. They had my mower for 4 weeks, changed the oil, cleaned it, new blades, sharpened my old blades, spark plug, and they only charged me $130 in labor. Now, of course, I paid for everything else, but they only charged me $130 in labor, and they did the best they could. But they knew they couldn't fix my and warranty it, and I didn't expect that. They'll never expect somebody to do something out of the ordinary and then warranty it. They can't do that, guys. If it's not factory, they can't warranty it. So, and shout out to Smoky Mountain Metalworks. That gentleman come outside, and he gave me an idea, and you know, he could have said, sure, drop it off, we'll do whatever. But he didn't. He took the time to look at it, and it worked. I've mowed 2 yards, 2 big yards, one big complex and one big yard, and it's worked. Now, I've been on pins and needles, and I've been leaning over the mower looking at it, watching it, making sure it's not going to break. But, hey, I'll take that. So, like I said, Dickens Turf, if you're looking for mowers or maintenance, or, they've got all kinds of stuff down there. It's down in Maryville. I think they've got 6 or 7 places in Knoxville and in Maryville. And then Smoky Mountain Metal Works. If you need a bear-proof trash can or anything like that, or anything, my buddy Billy, when they have air conditioning issues where they're going to have to mount an air conditioner or something when they're building or remodeling, he'll go to them and say, hey, I need this and I need it configured like this, and that guy will do it. So shout out to both those guys. But I'm going to jump off here. We're getting ready to head out and probably go to this football game up in Gatlinburg. Man, the weather is just fantastic. It's supposed to be this way all weekend. Listen, guys, you have a great weekend. Have a fantastic weekend. Love on each other. Love on your family. Pray for everybody. And if you're not a prayer, call somebody and just tell them you love them. Tell them you miss them. Tell them you haven't thought about them in a long time. I haven't done that well enough here lately, but it's been so busy. We have been so blessed with work. Betsy's blessed. Real estate, they cut a 0.25% off of the rates. Hopefully they'll do more, so maybe that'll get us going. Once again, that's a good thing. Betsy's had some stuff going. I know some other realtors have got a few things going, but it's kind of stale right now. Everybody's kind of freaking out, rightfully so, with what went on last week. And I mean, that's a shock to the system, man. People, that can destabilize some things. So hold steady. We cut the Fed cut it 0.25% or something like that, and they're talking about 2 more before the end of the year. I don't know how they're going to do that, but that's what they say. Guys, I'm still kicking it with the Bravenly. Awesome. I could not be happier. No fiber, none of that stuff that I've had to take. I'm just doing good. Betsy, my sister's taking it, and she is loving it. She's down about 7 or 8 pounds or something like that. It's helping her, and it's helped me bloating and water gain and all that stuff, man. So if you're interested, get a hold of Betsy. And she sat and told me how to spell Smokies. I think it's SMOKY.com. She is gonna absolutely smack the taste out of my mouth. But anyway, go check it out. That's my wife's website, and if you got any questions, call her. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up. I'm rambling, guys. I'm kind of fired up. The week's gone a lot better than the last 4 weeks for me, and I just want to get on here and say hi and post my awesome. It's a great shirt, Badger brand. So have a great weekend, guys. I love you. I mean it. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. And remember, we are Charlie Kirk all day, every day.